just come around people and sign them, I just come around, man, and I say a one, two things. Show them my laptop and my rucksack on my back and see how I move, and
Yeah.
then see if they want to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Along the way, I've met
Mm.
loads. They've gone on to do great things. I've met some that I've told everything and they ain't shit. They ain't doing they ain't doing anything. You know what I mean? So I can't
Yeah.
bust no one. I can't bust nobody. It's up to you. Like you'll buck
Mm.
me. I'm the kind of man, yeah, Skepta. I'm the kind of man. You buck me once, you pre me. Like of all the
Mm.
things you've heard in your life about me, like raw, like you're pre me. But then when I leave you, all you're gonna remember, blood. That's just a normal brother, you know.
Yeah.
That's just a normal brother, blood. That guy there is just a normal guy, but my man's pulling up like that, moving like that, doing that, moving like that. So if you want to be inspired, that's up to you. If you don't, I know I'm some of my closest friends, bro, in the hood can't leave because they don't want to. They don't want to. But I've met some guys once. Lance,
Mm.
Stormzy, novelist once. I just have to buck you once. Like,
Mm.
and you're like, raw, fuck, shit. Oh, nah, these niggas got me fucked up and it's gone. And from there, they're gone. Like, I don't even have
Mm.
to chat to novelists more time, but every time we speak on the phone for 5 hours at a time, everything we're saying to each other is just like, we already knew what we're both saying, innit? Because I don't need to always talk to you. I just know from the first time I met you that you're
Mm.
going to do something with yourself. So I just think Twitter's Twitter. Really, this is like a good. I didn't see this in the BBK group, so I jumped on. I didn't even know this was on Twitter. I thought this is
Yeah.
that thing what Whack 100 does, but you know what I mean. Like Twitter
Yeah.
as a
No.
place,
Yeah.
talking, typing. Yeah, that's the like
Yeah.
that bit there. That's the worst. Like that app is the devil, bro. Really, because Grime come out at exactly the time of Twitter. That's what
Yeah.
like it's like a talk too much, do
Mm.
not do enough genre. Too much
Mm.
talking. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like when
Mm.
think about it now. Like drill come out Instagram time. So think of what kind of a genre it is. It's like everything is for the gram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I have
Yeah.
to mash man up, bore man up for the gram.
For the
Like
gram.
for the
Yeah.
gram because that's gonna get me my hits on my video. You know what I mean? So we're just moving
Hmm.
with app times. Man's from the MySpace times, you know.
Yeah.
You know, man's a MySpace artist, blood. You know what I mean? So, like, that's where I come to. Man wasn't talking shit, but that was a real place. You come to my page for music. You don't come here to
Mm.
talk shit. You want to look at my standalone player and see like what I'm working with. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Who's in my top friends? Who's fucking with me? That's a musical app. But Twitter, like, I don't know, man. That feel to me like Twitter's like that's where Grime died.
What? So
Too
you're
much.
saying because
too
of? So
much
you're
too
saying
much
because of
pages with
Twitter?
no too much pages with no fucking like too much burner accounts here talking about shit even from Grand Forum as
Yeah.
well. That's what killed it. Like it's not honest conversation, blood. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like this on the
But
phone
but
now.
I Skepta, can't you see that? Because one thing I will say is, yeah, people can talk shit on burners and all of that, but can't you see that as like at least some sort of constructive criticism? Because a lot of the things that some of these trolls will say, not everything is just to come and try get at you. Some of it is actually you could look at it and see it as some sort of constructive criticism.
So then why did I have to say it from a burner account then?
I don't know, maybe because they're scared.
Why is Twitter like such a like why does everyone chat shit on Twitter, bro?
Mm,
Like like
mm,
that place there, it's like it doesn't do anything for nothing, bro. Like
mm,
man, well man, the thing about constructive criticism is that it's like it's funny because man do that anyway.
mm.
Before man's dropped something, if you ever see something of mine or from one of the man, then we've already gone through it like with a fine
Mm,
comb like 20 times. We've already constructively criticized ourselves, bro. You know what I
mm.
mean? So if you want to
Yeah,
tell me something, you can tell me like this. I like this. I can see who I'm talking to, bro. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I can
yeah,
see who I'm talking to. You're talking with your voice. I can even hear you. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So, so
Mm.
if you ain't got your picture, at least one of your people them can recognize your voice and know that it was you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah.
don't feel
No,
as obliged to talk shit when it's your actual fucking voice. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to speak with your chest now. So,
Mm,
like, it just doesn't do anything for anyone on there, bro. To me
mm,
personally, and I think that was a
mm,
big part of the reason why grime has become it's never gonna die. But the scene
Mm.
has become something that is like a very, it's not a nice place. You know what I mean?
So you're basically saying platforms like Twitter and forums where people talk about Grime, that's the downfall of Grime.
The downfall of no. I said that's like that embodies like what grime. It's a metaphorically like Twitter is like grime. You know what I mean? It's
Mm,
like people
mm,
who talk too much instead of helping,
mm,
instead of criticizing all these things that you got to say about the genre. Why don't you try and do something for it? Like,
mm,
you know what I mean? Because
mm,
we're trying, and even when man try, man still say man's not doing enough.
mm.
Word, and the
Yeah.
genre's not even that old, fam.
Blood, you
Mm,
see grime, yeah. If I'm at a grime rave, I'm on the stage, blood. I don't want to be in the. I don't want to like. I don't have no interest in. Do you know what I mean? Like the space of
yeah,
grime, the space
yeah.
of grime. I'm not gonna get dressed and come out my yard, drive in my car, getting my put petrol and everything, go into a grime rave, bro. For what?
Mm,
For what, bro?
mm,
It's nothing progressive, blood. It's like we got to make the scene a nice place to come to, blood. I remember Sidewinder days,
mm,
blood. Even garage days, blood. Are you dumb? Yeah, man's dressing up to go them fucking raise, blood. Man's going fucking all.
mm,
Man's wearing designers. Man's getting dressed. Man's actually spending big money on clothes to go to these raves, bro. Like now we've just like X'd it out. We don't want it to become some like
mm,
fucking hippie genre, bro.
mm.
We're not. It's not.
Okay,
It's
cool
not.
then. Skepta, you know what? Because there's about what? There's nearly 2,500 people in it. All right, cool. So
Man,
let's try and uplift the scene then. So in terms of the new type of MCs, which type of MCs are you feeling that people should go and listen to then?
um, I like Infamous Isaac.
Okay.
I won't even say he's particularly like a grime MC, but like he spits grime flows. I like Infamous Isaac. I like I like PK.
PK, yeah. I've said
Yeah,
in Bears.
I like PK. Um my man's good as well. World Peace Oscar from fucking that's with Rags and Benji Flow. He's hard as well. But then
Mm-hmm.
I won't particularly say that he's grime either. You know what I
Mm,
mean? See.
He's a
Do you
bad
know
boy
what I like?
still.
Do you know what I like? Do you know what I like? I like people who are from the school of grime, yeah, but their music, like I can hear it in their music, yeah.
yeah.
But we're not in a rave all the time, spitting to
Mm,
hundred guys. Sometimes we do have to go to a show where people are dressed up to come out. Remember, man, travel the world and do shows, so they're not all like
yeah,
grime raves.
yeah.
So if
Mm,
you can if you come from the school of grime, now you can make tunes, world songs, and I can still kind of hear that you want to reload. Like somehow this music that you're making, it still sounds like it has the essence of a Jackham in it.
mm,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a grime song. It just sounds like
mm-hmm.
blood. After the first four bars, like we have to will this and start this again, and that's what the essence of what we're trying to do. Like that's what grime is. Like it doesn't matter if it's a song with just hi hats and snares. It's trying to get the reload. A song with had no
Mm,
drums in it. It's still trying to get the reload. Like you know what I mean?
mm,
Even when an MC's spitting, how you structure your lyrics when it goes to the end of that lyric and then the next eight bars starting, it's all structured for the reload, blood. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking from
mm,
experience. Man, go to a dance and you spit the bar that you wrote for the reload and you don't get the reload, something's up. Like that night, you're not really feeling too right. Like you got to go home and figure out, maybe I'm not jumping in that fucking tune again. That rhythm's dead. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
you got to start thinking about like, because the reload is it. It's like
mm,
people, it's like playing at Arsenal, like, and you're waiting to get scouted, man. You got to play good every time. You got to be on form every time. You know what I mean?
mm,
So, um, that's why probably because to know like I'd have to listen to like sets all the time, like just listen to bare sets of man screaming on the mic. I don't think I'm in the era of time right now in my head. I just
mm,
listen to I just listen to different artists, which is what I think we need, bro. Right now, like.
And
I
what?
don't know
So
if there
you're
will be
saying
a
that we're
pure. I don't
lacking
know if
that?
there will
You're
be a
saying we're
purist.
lacking
Will there
that
be
right
a
now?
purist genre again? Will there be a purist genre again in London with no club? We don't even have a club. Where was the drill scene? Where was the where? What club was UK drill in?
None.
Every movie in the world, Paid in Full, Belly, fucking, even like English gangster movie. There's always a club. There's always a club that the people go to, girls go to it, man them go to it, cars pull up outside. We like to rave there. Like, where is the club of the UK since Visions?
Yeah, we had
That
Visions.
yeah, where's our club? Where's our club that, like, if there was a grime movie, they have to put that club in it?
No, there's none.
Cuz it might be the one last night, you know, still. Might be the new
Well,
spot.
Earth.
Yeah, man,
Earth's
that
got a
club's
good
hard.
vibe still. I can't lie. Earth feels like when we used to go cargo.
Yeah, the
Earth's
setting in
cool.
there is a bit of a TARDIS in there. It's bigger
And I
than it
feel like
looks.
grime is just like them East London kind of like Dalston Club. That's where grime is, bro. You know what I mean? It can't really got like all the top, like the best raves I went to back in the day was just like East. You know what I mean? Like really like East London, like clubs and that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, bro. We just gotta do more, blood. We gotta do more.
Okay. And then cool. I've got one more question, innit? This is my
Mad.
last question. One
Go
more.
on.
I've got one more. No, because Skepta, bro. Listen, you see, after this, everyone's gonna know about this. These man know how I blow a man's trumpet, innit? But all I'm asking is, you see,
Why for that?
huh?
Why for that?
No, but Skepta, you know when I think what was it 2015 or 2014, 2016 times when what you was linking up with Drake in that. Like what was your like what's your views on Drake? I know because you're cool with it and that, but you know obviously a lot of people say like he's a culture vulture and all of that. So like what do you have to say about that?
Well, that is a culture vulture, blood. This is we see that conversations. I don't even get in all of that, man. That's for the black. That's like that's
Because
mad.
obviously he goes into
That's
a
for the
lot of
public.
different
That's for the public,
cultures.
man. That's for the public,
Yeah.
bro. That's for the public to discuss. Like, you know what I mean? Like all that kind of stuff. That's what makes me and makes the public the public. Like, see, like this like private world that everyone thinks you go into when you're famous or you're rich or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
This little private place. The only difference between the two places is that we just don't talk about shit, blood. You know what I mean? Like something might happen now on the thing, but I ain't calling up like Drake and saying, "Oh, but what are we gonna do about these guys saying that you're a coach?" Like with like blood, we like.
No, obviously you're not going to be
There's
thinking about what they say.
no, but I'm saying my point being, yeah, bro, we don't do that, bro. We don't. We ain't got time for the bullshit. We know to be somebody in the public eye, you have to understand. You know what people are saying. Ha ha ha. Because if I wasn't me, I'd probably be saying it too with my friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, like I consciously never allow myself to get onto that side of the conversation because then that makes me like, I don't know, bro. That makes me not like my skin's too thick. Some people say he's a culture vulture. Some people say that he helped the genre. So it's all opinions, isn't it?
But
All I know, all I know is that no one can't take credit for like me. You know what I mean?
Oh
No,
yeah,
like
of
whoever's a
course.
culture vulture or trying to vulture that, like bite off. No one's gonna be able to take credit for. No one's gonna be able to rewrite history. You know what I mean? You can't rewrite
Yeah.
what's happened. So there's no need for me to worry about who's vulturing and all of that because I'm cemented in the thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a bit too cemented to care about culture vulturing and stuff, man. I just want to keep like meeting different artists and essentially you kind of like share you share supporters in it to who some people of his will find out about you, some people of yours will find out about him, and like one song or whatever. So we just got to keep like collaborating with people who you think like are like-minded at the time. Yeah, but don't worry about all of that, man. Them days are over.
Yeah, man.
Why do
Good
people in
times.
Grime
They
like
were good
looking back?
times,
Why
though.
do man like
They're good
looking
times, though,
backwards?
bro.
Why
They
do
was
man like
good
looking
times.
backwards?
No. You know what? Do you know one of the reasons
People
why
in
a lot of
Grime love to
people?
look
Yeah.
back. Like, bro, let's
They were good
go.
times, though.
Yeah, bro, let's go. Let's
As
go.
was
It's
23, was not even there
2022.
for good times, you man.
Let's go.
Then you know what? Why don't we recreate these moments again? Then that's what we're
Let's
saying.
go.
But a
Listen,
lot of
Grime
these MCs that we're talking to,
CFM exists now,
yeah.
yeah. Jamie does it on the road sometimes. Anybody who wants to spit, pull up and spit. You can be spitting next to the most famous MC you can imagine 1 week, bro. Just pull up on Jamie and spit. If Jamie thinks you got a sick read or the what, you be booked. You'll get to the next show. Just try and work your way. Try and fucking work, blood. Man
And
used
this
to
is
walk.
what I'm saying.
Man
Yeah.
used to fucking walk to station to radio for an hour, blood, and pay subs when we got there to think. Like, man, put in some work, innit? Get off Twitter, delete, come off there, bro. Do some work. Do some work. Do some work. Like, do some
Okay, so
work.
cool.
Fair enough.
Skepta, how can these lot? Yeah, go on.
And granted, yeah, I feel like sometimes I do feel away because it's like there isn't a studio, yeah, like that will be left. That's man's. You know what I mean? But we still got time. But I feel like, just as I said, like the clubs are important. I feel like studios are important as well for genres. You know what I mean? If you go to Atlanta and you want to make a certain type of music, everyone will got. There's a studio where you're gonna be in there. You're gonna see Future. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're gonna see Young Thug. Like it's just like we don't have that. There's a lot of there's a lot of little pieces of the infrastructure that we need.
But people are gonna look at people like you to build that, though, aren't they?
Yeah, but why are they looking at me?
No, but they're going to, bro. Like, they're gonna look at people like you. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna do it themselves. They got their own things to worry about.
Well, I just want to say, Skepta, that I am not going to be looking at you to be coming to save the world. I'm going to be trying to save the world myself. I can't speak for everyone else. I don't know what everyone else is on.
I don't think anyone should be looking at anyone. It's not one person's responsibility. You get what I'm saying? If
but
you've
you
got,
need to look at the consumers, though, from their point of view.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
What doesn't work like what? Who's that?
Go on. Oh, Janea. I'm saying to Az, it's not down to one individual person to make it work for everybody. You get it?
No. But I'm not saying one individual person. I'm saying people in Skepta's position. They're going to look at people in Skepta's position to make things like that happen. That's what I'm saying. Not individually.
No, let's take it there. When you say my position, what position am I in? Pause.
So let's be real. You're at that position now. You've blown. Like, you're gone. Like,
no, see, look, you can't do that, bro. You can't, blood. Listen, you can't do that, you know. You like, I'm telling you, it's not gonna get like. You can't say to somebody that they've blown. You can't say that they're in a position to help. You can't say these things, bro. Like, if a man wants to do something, then like, raw. How much grace and gratitude, like, that's amazing that you did that, Skip. But you can't say that I'm in a position to do it, blood. And I think that's like.
No, I'm not. No, Skepta, I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying, as consumers, they're gonna look at you like you're in that position. Why don't you do it? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying me personally. You have to do it. I'm not saying that.